Mobile Task Force Unit Epsilon-9, designated the Fire Eaters, have landed on Helipad C. At this time, we are currently in a Level 4 site-wide fire outbreak. Many of our sprinkler systems are failing or are completely destroyed. The working theory is the sprinkler systems have been sabotaged. Epsilon-9 has landed with fire extinguishers and plenty of water to help contain the fires. SCP-457 has also breached containment. After SCP-457 has been contained, personnel are required to grab a fire extinguisher from Epsilon-9 or anywhere else a fire extinguisher might be. We will start announcing when the fires in SCP-457 have been contained and give additional status reports.
Most Foundation task forces are built around a threat. Yours is built around an element. Anything that burns, weaponizes heat, or has to be fought with fire of its own. That's your unit's problem to solve. You are MTF Epsilon-9, nicknamed Fire Eaters. Some of your missions look exactly like you'd expect. Others don't involve fire at all. This is the real, documented history behind your unit, including the strangest mission the Foundation ever sent you on. Your official mandate is short and precise. The use of incendiary weaponry and operations in high-temperature environments. Two halves of the same specialty. You know how to bring fire, and you know how to survive it. Most task forces avoid fire wherever possible. Your unit trains to be comfortable inside it. Flamethrowers, thermite charges, precision incendiary rounds, each one selected for a specific kind of target. Some anomalies can only be destroyed by fire. Others can only be slowed by it. Knowing the difference is half the job. You don't reach for these weapons casually. Fire doesn't stay contained just because you want it to. Some assignments don't ask you to bring fire. They ask you to walk into it. Volcanic containment sites. Industrial fires that never seem to go out naturally. Rooms where the temperature alone is the anomaly. Your gear is rated for conditions that would kill an unprotected person in minutes. You've learned to read heat the way other units read a floor plan. January 1965. The Foundation already has agents embedded inside the Chicago Police Department. They call for backup. A group of occult worshippers has been operating out of the Danforth Meatpacking District. Your unit is called in to assist, not because it involves fire, because it involves people who don't stay contained easily. You move in alongside plainclothes officers who have no idea what your unit actually specializes in. The warehouse doesn't look occupied from the outside. That's usually the point. Inside, the group has been conducting rituals nobody in the department wanted their name attached to investigating. Your unit doesn't need fire for this one. You need discipline, speed, and the willingness to walk into a room nobody else wanted to. It's the kind of mission that never makes it into the official highlight reel. It's also the kind that keeps a city's residents from ever knowing how close they came. Years later, a very different kind of mission begins with a very different kind of discovery. A remotely operated vehicle exploring shipwreck debris in the Atlantic captures something that shouldn't be possible. A man appearing out of nowhere near the wreck of a ship that sank around 2009. The Foundation recovers him. Witnesses to the footage are quietly amnesticized. He's designated Person of Interest 418. Nobody yet understands where he actually came from. Eventually, the Foundation learns where POI 418 had actually been. A designated anomaly called SCP 4111. Entry requires a specific ritual object, a doll built to an exact specification laid out by a mysterious organization called the Gemenskap Coalition. Submerge the finished doll in salt water, and the next person it touches is pulled somewhere else entirely. The destination is a cavern that doesn't behave like any cavern should. A pocket space folded away from the rest of the world. The Foundation has learned to make these dolls on demand now. Entry is no longer the hard part. Getting in was never the problem. Getting out is a different story entirely. There's only one documented way back. The person who started the ritual has to die. When that happens, everyone they're in contact with is pulled back with them to wherever the ritual first began. You've read that file more than once before your first deployment inside. It doesn't get less unsettling on a second read. November 16th. Your unit is assigned to a mission unlike anything else on the roster. escorting POI 418 back inside SCP 4111. Not to explore, to retrieve something he left behind. The rituals are completed, one at a time, until the whole team is standing in the cavern on the other side. POI 418 fumbles with his gear before you even finish the transition. He jokes that he doesn't know how the rest of you get used to the bulk of it. It's an unusually relaxed start for a mission with only one guaranteed way home. 4 agents selected for this one, each carrying a code name pulled from fire and volcano mythology across different cultures. Agent Pele, named for the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes and fire. Agent Chantico, the Aztec goddess of the hearth. Agent Hephaestus, the Greek god of fire and the forge. Agent Lalahan, the Filipino goddess of volcanoes and fire, closing out the team. It's Agent Pele's body camera that ends up documenting the entire mission for the official record. The cavern isn't empty. It's never been empty, based on what's been left behind inside it. Human and animal skeletons scattered among the rock, wooden chests holding cut and uncut gemstones. Stranger still, a half-eaten package of cookies, an old cell phone, a pistol decades out of date. Someone or something has been visiting this place for a very long time, long before the Foundation ever found the doll that opens the door. The retrieval target isn't a weapon, or a document, or a hostage. It's a horse. POI 418's horse, left behind during whatever happened to him before the Foundation ever found him. The Foundation designates it POI 418H. An entire mission built around bringing back one man's companion. It's not every day your unit's mission briefing includes the word horse, without a hint of irony. Most of your unit's file entries end in casualty reports or classified redactions. This one doesn't. Everyone who went in came back out, including the horse. Not every anomaly the Foundation catalogs is trying to end the world. Some of them are just strange and a little bit sad and worth the effort anyway. It's a fair question. Nothing about SCP-4111 involves fire at all. The honest answer is the one the Foundation rarely writes down. Sometimes a task force gets the call because it's simply ready, not because the mission matches its specialty. You've learned not to expect every deployment to make sense on paper. You just make sure you're prepared when the assignment doesn't. Most of your missions do involve fire, and fire has a way of taking more than it's given. You've walked away from sites that used to be buildings. You've carried equipment that could have ended things faster than it did. Fire doesn't negotiate, and it doesn't stop just because the mission's over. You respect it exactly as much as you're trained to use it. You joined a unit built around an element that doesn't care whether you respect it or not. Some days, that means walking into an occult raid nobody else wanted. Some days it means bringing a stranger's horse home. Either way, you go in prepared for heat, and you come out having learned the job was never really just about fire. That's what it actually means to be a fire eater, not the flame. The willingness to walk toward whatever's burning, literally or otherwise. A flamethrower, a ritual doll, and, once, a horse. Your unit's file is stranger than most. That's MTF Epsilon-9. That's what it means to be a fire eater. All information in this video comes from scpwiki.com, the official Task Forces Index, and the full SE CP4111 article. The SCP Foundation is a collaborative fiction project. Every entry referenced here is the work of individual authors, shared under Creative Commons. The full entries are free to read at scpwiki.com. Next week on Shroudex Explain, subscribe so you don't miss it.